So continuing to get responses to Operation Midnight Hammer from lawmakers around the Commonwealth. So let's take a closer look at those responses now. Reaction has been split among the Commonwealth's lawmakers over the last 48 hours. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin was one of the first to applaud the strikes, posting to X Saturday evening that, quote, Iran must never have a nuclear weapon. Sunday morning, he followed up on his earlier remarks, expressing appreciation for the service members that completed the attack, saying in part, quote, Virginia is home to significant military presence, and on this Sunday, I thank our Lord for these brave men and women, and I ask him to bless Virginia, the United States, and our military and their families. Republican Congressman John McGuire and Ben Cline reiterated that message. In a post to X late Saturday night, McGuire said, quote, Iran is a state sponsor of terror, and they have a history of killing U.S. service members and others around the world. This is a historic moment, and future generations will not have to live with a nuclear-armed Iran. And in a Sunday morning statement to WFXR, Cline called Iran the world's largest sponsor of terrorism and said President Trump should be commended for taking action, writing, quote, because the leaders of Iran refused to agree to halt its nuclear weapons program, America has taken action to halt it for them. But Democratic Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner have expressed vehement opposition to the strikes. Throughout the past week, Kaine had called for debate and a vote in Congress before the U.S. took military action, citing concerns over the escalating violence in the Middle East and expressing a desire to avoid another war. On Saturday, he took to X, writing that the American public is, quote, overwhelmingly opposed to the U.S. declaring war against Iran, before calling a potential third war in the Middle East, quote, idiotic. Then on Sunday morning, he followed by writing, quote, the Bush administration lied to America about Iraq's nuclear program to rush us into war in 2003. Have we learned nothing from that disastrous episode? Meanwhile, in a statement to WFXR late Saturday night, Warner acknowledged the threat posed by a nuclear-armed Iran, but criticized President Trump for declining to consult Congress before making a decision, writing, quote, the American people deserve more than vague rhetoric and unilateral decisions that could set off a wider war. He also called on Trump to come before Congress to detail his strategic plans for protecting American lives moving forward. WFXR also reached out to Congressman Morgan Griffith, but did not hear back on a response to the situation. And we'll continue to follow along with the situation in the Middle East as updates become available.